Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And this video I'm going to be showing you guys 12 mom hacks that I have personally used since my first child, and I added a couple more that I have tried recently that I felt like were a success. So if you think you could benefit from this video, then keep on watching. So the first tip that I'm going to talk about is having an extra bin for any toys that you find around the house. I don't know about you guys, but I find missing toys and pieces around my house. Even when I say toys are supposed to stay upstairs, they still find their way throughout the entire house. So having an extra bin just to throw those random toys that you find makes it a lot easier for you to put them away to their rightful owners and keep it all very organized. Especially if you have a toy rotation like I do, you only have a certain amount of toys out at the same time. It just helps you keep things a lot more organized and you don't have as many missing pieces. The next thing that I've done for a long time is I've always had some sort of toy that keeps my kid engaged and distracted while I'm changing their diaper, changing their clothes. Cal and Scotty both hit an age where they do not like having their diaper changed, and so what I did for this one is I had a toy that Cal liked for a long time and then he just got bored with it, so I'm like, okay, let's take it to the next level. So I made this super easy sensory bottle thing from stuff that I had laying around the house. I didn't have to go buy anything, and I gave it to him and he really enjoyed it, and it made the diaper change that much easier because he wasn't squirming around trying to flip. So this was very helpful for me. The next thing is something that I've done for so long. I was gifted at my baby shower for Scotty a huge bin of water wipes, and I love water wipes. They're amazing, but they are very expensive. So what I've done is I buy normal wipes, I get some distilled water, and I add the water to the wipes, and it gives it that like heavy wet water wipe consistency so that you can use less wipes. It's getting more stuff and it's just softer on their little bums or faces or whatever you use your wipes for. So this one has been really helpful for me in my life as a mom. It just makes things that much easier. The next thing I'm going to talk about is using a chopper to mince chop your vegetables and throw it in your kids' dinners, because dinner is the hardest time to get my kids to eat veggies, and it's really easy to just chop things up, throw it in their rice bowls, to chop things up, throw it in their pastas. I feel like they see it less, and so it's easier for them to eat it because they can't see it as much. And also blend it. You know, if you're making a huge pasta dish, marinara sauce, blend in a ton of steamed vegetables. You can even chop it up, put it in the hamburger meat for hamburgers. You could probably add this to every meal if you think about it, to be honest. Any way you can secretly get those little veggies in is so great. The next thing I'm going to talk about, I have talked about in a previous video on how to stay ahead of your kids, and I talked about having an extra tote bag in your car. Extra wipes, water, snacks, an extra towel for big accidents, literally anything you can think of that you use often, add it to the back of your car. So in those situations where you need emergency or your kid's cranky and they need something on a road trip or whatever it is, you have it, it's ready to go. And the next thing is to have an extra baby carrier in the car as well, because you never know when your baby's not gonna wanna sit in the stroller and they're wanting to be held the whole time, whether you're at the zoo or the park or whatever it is. So you have your baby carrier ready to go, so you can save your arms and your back, and it's way more comfortable. So the next hack I'm going to talk about is having a toy jail. You basically get a bin, put toy jail on it, and then you explain to your kids, you know, if you get 3 warnings, 2 warnings, whatever you want to do, you just explain to them, okay, you have a choice to do this. If you do it again, then it has to go to toy jail. And this really worked well for us. It wasn't as big of a fight when I had to take it away, and I will definitely be using this in the future. The next hack that I really like and comes in handy a ton is to print out your children's whole nighttime routine schedule. So when you have family to come watch your kids, babysitters to come watch your kids, whoever it is, they can easily just go to the schedule that's on the fridge. It's ready to go, and you don't have to write it down every time you have a babysitter. We just had someone watch our kids last night and they just used it and it was really nice. And then I also forgot to put a pull-up on Scotty at night, so I actually have to reprint that, but it was really easy to make. It took me less than 5 minutes, and I think it's very handy to have in the house. The next thing I'm going to talk about is having your kids' dishes, cups, bowls, plates, utensils, sippy cups, whatever it is, have it at a lower level accessible for them in the kitchen so they can get it themselves, they can feel independent, and then it's easier for you because you're not having to constantly get them cups, sippy cups. They can get their own stuff, and then again, they feel more independent and they feel like they're doing it themselves, which is really good for them. This next hack I'm going to talk about is something that I've done recently. Instead of watching, you know, when it's their TV time, whatever it is, instead of watching cartoons, I turn on YouTube and I have them watch a book that some somebody's reading to them. I feel like it's a little bit better than having them watching cartoons. I am not in any way saying that I don't let my kids watch TV or a lot of TV. They watch TV plenty, trust me. But what I'm saying is that I'm trying to do a little bit more of an educational choice when letting them watch TV. And I feel like they've really enjoyed this book reading stuff on YouTube. And I don't know why I've never thought about it before, but they really seem to enjoy it. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is something that I actually posted on my Instagram, and I basically said, don't throw away your diaper boxes and your pull-up boxes, especially your pull-up boxes. If you open them up, most of them is you can color inside, and it's like a whole coloring book. And then with your diaper boxes, my kids love to make, whether it's like a fort, we make little houses with duct tape, or they literally sit in it and push each other around on the carpet and use it like a car or a boat or whatever. Don't throw away the boxes and the pull-up boxes, because that can actually give you a lot of playtime that they need and that you need. And the last mom hack that I'm gonna talk about, which is technically, I would say it's more like a wife hack, because as of right now, my kids aren't asking me what's for dinner. But you know who's asking me what's for dinner every day, 3 times a day? My husband asks me many times a day what's for dinner. So you know what I did? I printed out the weekly meal dinner plan and put it on the fridge, so that way he knows exactly what's for dinner, and he does not ask me anymore, and it is fabulous. And of course, once my kids grow up and they start nagging me like this one does, they will see easily what's for dinner, and then they don't have to ask. I'm sure you can find a free PDF on Pinterest to make it look cute, but however you want to do it, just get it on the fridge and thank me later. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you really enjoyed these mom hacks. I will definitely be making more of these videos in the future, because I feel like there's an endless amount of mom hacks that you could find to make your life easier. And of course, if you have any mom hacks that you would like to share in the comments, I would love to read them, and then I can use them in my own life, and that would make my life easier. If you like this video, then you might like my other video called 5 Simple Hacks to Stay Ahead of Your Kids. I will leave it here. And if you really liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like this, then of course subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.